Hey, good afternoon, folks. This is Brad with Great Western Gardens here in Southwest Kansas. Got a beautiful day here today. It's been pretty cold, but the weather is warming up. We had about 2 inches of snow over the last about 3 days, and it was 9 degrees yesterday, and it's supposed to be in the low 60s tomorrow, or at least if not tomorrow, then by Tuesday. So it's a good day to do some pruning. I thought we'd do a little video here. This is one of the apple trees. This is the oldest apple tree on the property. It's every bit of 30-some years old. This last year, we got our best apple crop I've ever had, at least since I've been out here. I can't remember how many we pulled off of it, but I pulled more apples off of one branch on this tree than I've gotten off of the entire tree in years past. So that was pretty good. Just, what a little love will do. These trees have been neglected and abused for so long that they're starting to appreciate some of the love that they're getting, and I hope that continues. So last year when I pruned these up, they were looking pretty good, actually pretty sparse, but you can see what a summer's growth will do. It's getting pretty full and matted in there. Now, as I've explained before in previous videos, I've got such an issue with the south wind here. The trees just kind of form a habit of growing about a 45-degree angle straight north. And with the issues that we've had in recent years with cedar apple rust, which is a fungus, of course, spread by moisture, I want to get these trees as open as I can, let that wind work for me, and let the trees just dry out a little faster than what they might otherwise happen. Haven't had an issue with that rust so much the last couple of years. Now, I know the apple trees are traditionally supposed to be grown to a central leader. You work with what you've got, work with what God gives you. God gave me wind, so I'm going to make that work for me. Already, I've gotten started here. Took out one of these center branches that I debated taking out last year. I went ahead and left it, but this year it went ahead and came out. It was kind of growing straight up and out a little bit. Wound up shading more of the under branches more than I even expected it to. So that won't be a problem next year because we've got it gone. This branch here, I've already gotten a good start on. See, I really got that cleaned up. Everything is growing out. Trimmed off everything that's growing straight up or back to the inside of the tree. I know it looks pretty gangly right now, but trust me, it will fill out by summer. By June, you'll never even notice that I have touched it. But about 5 minutes ago, it looked a lot like these over here. So let me step back here and give you a better look at the whole tree. And I'm going to pause the video here. I'm going to get back to work, and we'll come back. I'll show you the finished product, and we'll talk more about it then. So hold up, and be right back. All right, we are back. As you can see here, it looks like just about a totally different tree. Kind of evolved as I was working, which it should. Whenever you start pruning a tree, you need to really step back and have a picture in the back of your mind of what you want that tree to look like. And then, just like you're painting a picture, one stroke at a time, you make it look like the picture that you have in your mind. And it'll probably change as you're going. That's all right. No, I'm no expert at pruning. Far from it. I know a lot of you out there will probably offer me some advice. Please, I welcome it. Absolutely welcome it. But for the time being, this is what I've done. As you can see, I got rid of quite a bit of it, really. I got rid of everything that was growing up. That's not doing any good. Fruit's born on lateral branches, whether it be a tree, a shrub, or whatever. The uprights really just sort of get in the way. Took off a few larger ones. This one here was one that I hadn't originally intended to take off, but it wound up shading, or when it leaves out, it would have shaded some of these over here, and it would have been shaded by this one above it. So I just went ahead and took it out, because at the end of the day, it would have really served no purpose and wound up being detrimental to the tree. A lot of these here on the south side of the tree, I left, they're looking pretty spindly, but you can see there's still some nubs out there, and I went ahead and made a heading cut here to an outward facing bud that will wind up growing south. There are several further down the tree that will also keep growing out here to the south, which is what I want. So if this I decide next year needs to come out, that'll be just fine. Same with this one up here. That's getting a little higher than I'd like it. I topped it off there at the top as well to an outward facing bud. Hopefully the weight of the foliage and the fruit, if we have a good year, will wind up weighting those branches down. That's kind of the idea. One other, and I'll show you this, because this is tentatively my plan. This branch right here, I went ahead and left. I debated on whether or not to just cut it out entirely. I decided to go ahead and leave it, but it will probably, just about an absolute certainty, it's going to come out next year. But for this year, I went ahead and left it in. I think it'll be all right. It's not really in anybody's way too much, so we'll see. Another thing, I may wind up cutting another couple of these little things off here. Like that and there, that'll come out. I'll clip that off in a minute. And I didn't know for sure whether or not to take this one out. It's growing off enough separated from the rest that it may not be shaded out too much, but we'll see. That's the thing about pruning. If you don't like something one year, tree will continue to grow. You fix it next year. And how about a shot of that sunset? Isn't that beautiful? That's what I love living about out here. That's awful pretty. So, when I hang this up, I may just do a separate video on that before it all goes away. So, with that, folks, I got some more trees to prune when it lightens up tomorrow. But in the meantime, have a wonderful evening. God bless. We'll see you next time.